Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to our glorious New York subway network where it is looking absolutely huge, and in the last episode we fully extended north of the Bronx, which now pretty much means when I check my demand stats there is more people using my public transit network than are driving through the region, but there's still many untapped areas that we're currently not utilizing just yet, which hopefully today we can expand to new pastures. But we have a problem. Since I lowered my ticket price, it does mean I'm not earning as much profit as I once was before. You can see the profit has now started to tank itself all the way into the ground, which is not good because it means my elaborate expansions are going to slowly come to a halt. So I thought today we'll try and do a big expansion that's going to be fairly cheap and go to an area we're not currently utilizing just yet because I've only got 4 billion left in my bank. I know, yeah guys, 4 billion, poor me right now. And that place is this beautiful peninsula here within Long Island. Because when I check my demand stats right now, there is a lot of space around here we can utilize, which will eventually turn to go through all of this area. And I can eventually see maybe the yellow line crossing over to be some form of a connection for these guys. There's a couple of workers, but I won't say it's absolutely amazing. It's going to be very, very interesting. So if you are enjoying this glorious New York series and want to see more, make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. I'm also thinking about maybe after this series starting a new Subway Builder series. What do you guys reckon? Should I do a UK series, seeing as we had UK maps in the most recent update? Let me know what you think of about that in the comment section down below, boys. I would really be interested to know what your thoughts on doing a UK series. Right, for some reason, the game has now decided to freeze. I think it's trying to figure out right now, boys, how to transport these millions of passengers right now. I'm not sure what's going on here. Game! Has my game broken right now? Right, the game has gone sleepy, bye-bye. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're back in, boys. We're back in right now. So let's start then with building something down here. Now we do have a little bit of a bridge there. I'm probably not going to utilize that. We're going to come all the way down to the peninsula. But I'm thinking running through all of this, we've got to do elevated, right? It's going to be a lot cheaper and I won't be spending gazillions of dollars. No. So we're going to build stations. And do I want to go quad? Now, I know quad sounds a bit mental here, but it's the ability to kind of then filter multiple trains, potentially in multiple directions. I might do quad to a certain point and then split that quad into 2 lines running up this way. And then all these lines will eventually connect to it. So I think that might be one of the better ideas. So it's quite heavy infrastructure, isn't it, for this area? But we'll go for a +4 and we'll see how long we can last with the plus. Okay, no, we can't do +4. +5. Yeah, +5 is perfect. So I'm going to do a stop there, which will be the crossover for... Oh, will it be the crossover for that yellow stop or should I integrate the pink stop? I'm not too sure. We'll have another glorious stop there. And I really should be doing or pinning the demand stats. And then we can get a rough idea where then each station then needs to be. So back to quad. There we go. Oh, hello. Nice. Very good. And then we've got the option to either run around the outskirts or go through the center. I think going through the center is probably the best option. So we'll see how far we can push this then. Maximizing. Hello, have I got a Windows update right now? Get out of here, Windows update. What are you doing here, boy? What are you doing here right now? And keep going. Just making sure that I'm not destroying buildings, which I'm most likely going to end up destroying buildings. Oh, okay. So this is where we're going to have a few problems now with doing this slightly larger than life. I'm wondering if the tracks will be a little bit thinner to squeeze through. So we'll do this here and here, and then it'll be a track problem. It will be a track problem. So I'm kind of going to also continue to run it up here to then run down here. So there's actually going to be quite a lot of stations. And I've got to then at some point figure out where we're ultimately going to be splitting it. So bam, 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 bam. And then run you up here, boys. And then do I split it here now? So one goes that way round and then one tears through. I think that's what we'll do. We'll still keep it elevated, right? But we'll do a parallel there. And then I'm going to send a parallel going this way. Interesting. Okay. We got the idea of this, boys. We got the idea right now. So, there's like little place. I don't know if I want to something up that way. I'm not too sure. Let me get rid of my demand stats right now so I can now figure out where makes the most amount of sense. So I reckon, because that's underground, isn't it? That's probably not going to be deep enough. We're going to have to navigate all of this. So I'm going to make this a -10 on a crisscross just there. And that'll be where that yellow line crosses over on this line. I don't know whether to kind of integrate the pink line coming over or just kind of keep it like that because they can switch, and to be honest with you, they almost end up in the same position anyway, so it's not the end of the world. The red line here, that dark red line, what is it called? Is it the maroon line? I forget if that's the maroon line or not. Not the maroon line. Is it maroon line? Dark, or have I just called it the dark red line? I can't do nothing right now because the game has decided to freeze again. This is why I'm kind of thinking about maybe starting like a new UK kind of based series, because I feel like I've pushed the game to the limits where it now just kind of continues to slightly freeze in random moments, boys. Yeah. Right, there we go. Oh, hello. Let's pause. So I could get the red line to extend down. Or maybe it comes down here and it crosses the bridge there. But there's a few people who could maybe pick up there if there was something that was going to come down this way. But there kind of really isn't. We don't really need to do anything with it. It's not the end of the world. Because they'll cross over on the yellow line. The two lines in JFK, we're probably going to end up extending and continuing. So I think for now, that will do us. Right, let's build the tracks, and let's start then with bringing this down to it's going to have to be a -20, right, to get it down to this depth. So if I implemented you then and ran you all the way in, that works. Glorious. And then we got to do quad, and then we're going all the way back up again to a +5. So let's now run this all the way around. I'm wondering if I can kind of snap it without destroying any buildings, but that's very difficult to do. Very difficult to do, boys. Right, there we go. Connected in. It's going to get a lot more difficult this run. It really is going to get a lot more difficult. Right, that runs in smoothly there. So far, so good until this point we've got coming up next. So just bring you out to there. And I'm just going to see if I can just roughly connect you in. Not really. So we'll turn slightly there. And then connect you in like that. Now, this is where we're going to have some awkwardness right now, is what buildings we're going to slightly clip. And I thought the train tracks were going to be a little bit more narrower than the station, but that's not the case. So I think here we're going to have to slightly oof some stuff. Right, what's the least amount of stuff I can slightly oof? Right, we'll go to there. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but that's the least amount of stuff I can oof in one go. While keeping it an elevated quad system. I know. Before you say anything, I absolutely know right now. It is a bit awkward. Right, I got to turn there. This is such a tight turn right now. There we go. That's such a tight turn right there. I wouldn't like to do that in real life. Right, running down. We're still going to oof some buildings. Right, keep it going. There we go. Nice. Nice. And then connect you all in. So when's the split? It's not here yet. Right, I'm going to destroy that building for the sake of it, because I'm evil like that. Your boy is evil like that. Right, there we go. And let's now have this one be the one that runs parallel. Like that, mate. And then I'm just going to build it now. So I know we're elevated. So we're going to have to go to a +10. We need to do a singular tracks. Obviously, that will just turn naturally. But I've got to get this. So if I brought that to there, and I'm hoping then it is enough. Not really. Let me go -7. I think -7 is not enough. Right, let me undo that. Because we kind of borderline... Okay, the game's froze again. The game is freezing way too much right now, isn't it? It really is. We need an optimization for New York City, guys. We need optimization right now. I'm going to get rid of this bit, and I'm going to angle it more that way. So you got like a... Oh, I could kind of go around that building and swing myself back in. That could be kind of fun. That could be a kind of a fun idea. Yeah. Alrighty, let me undo you. And let me just go across here. And weirdly then bend into there. I don't know if I'm able to do this turn. No, I'm asking a lot here, aren't I? Right, I've kind of messed this up a little bit. Let me undo. Undo all that. We'll drop this down to 7. And if I went from there to there... Oh. Right, why is this so awkward? Is it the way that I've done this? I think it might be. If I had that on a diagonal, and then I turned that there to wiggle in down to here. This is so awkward. Like... I will admit, it's so awkward, this, because I've decided to go around a building, and I don't know why. I don't know why I've decided to do that. But if I then run my parallel going to here, so let me just go to there. Right, this is just not playing ball, is it? This is just not playing ball right now. Where's my undo button? Right, the turn is not turning. Crazy. Crazy scenes right now, boys. Oh, no. Right, now I'm going to have to now delete this. Out of all this, this is the hardest bit, which is super annoying. Right. Don't question that, right? You don't need to know. You don't need to know right now, okay? You just don't need to know. Right, I've got a lot of stuff being built right now. This is going to cost me 2.6 billion. Oh, we're kind of cutting it close, but I have done some expensive underground stuff, and I am deleting some buildings. So let me at least get it attached and connected to the JFK routes right now. Let's at least do that. Now, the way that these are going to come through, that line is going to run up. And it is going to end up going up this way. So let me just build where we would have it. So elevated build stations. I'm going to have a said station going across. Not there. We'll do it. I'm going to do it there. And then we're going to have another one here. So out of those two, what makes most sense? I think that could run into this. Or I could run it into that, and then it will kind of bend over to the next one. So I'm going to keep this a minus... I'm going to do it, because that's a -4. I'm going to do this a -8. No, we're going to go for a full -10. Right, just let me get like at least another line connected to the opposite side for it to make a little bit more sense. So build some tracks. And what is the issue here? Oh, it's a quad line. Oh, no. It's a quad line. Actually, no, that works out. Oh, no, actually, it doesn't work out. Right, hold on. Let me undo that. So I can make both of the quad lines go this way anyway. Build station. We just did that little magic trick where it's you attach that to that and then we're all good. But my issue now is I've got to get that blue line off it. How am I going to do that? I don't particularly know. I think what I need to do... Right, let me build these blueprints, because this is going to actually mess... Okay, the game's froze again. Right, that's the 4th freeze right now, isn't it? This is the 4th freeze, boys. Right. Okay. What we need to do is we need to get rid of the blue line off the station so I can extend the quad route. But it's a lot difficult to do because you can't delete tracks in this game when there's a line already on it. So let me just build these blueprints real quick. Let me just get these blueprints kind of committed. And then we're going to have to do something really, really awkward next. Like super awkward. To be able to get this to work. Right, I'm now waiting for the blueprints to be built. 20 million years later. Anybody let me know in the comment section right now. For those who are also playing this game and have built really, really vast, extensive networks, are you also having the problems I'm having right now? Right, so... I don't know if this is underground or not or whatnot. So let me just connect like this. And then... So I can cross. I've got to do something like this, which is so awkward. Right, build those blueprints and then take the blue line off that end station so it will loop around this and go back just so I can delete the other track to be able to extend it. It's so annoying, right? It is so annoying that you just can't delete track even if a line is on it. Obviously, you'll just kind of error the line, but it would be kind of handy. So now I got to wait a gazillion years for this. Any slight adjustment I do right now, I got to wait a gazillion years for the game to build it, which is now done. So the blue line, and if I edit the routes and then get rid of that station there, it should then update, not coming through this, which is exactly what we want. Oh, confirm changes. Right. Jump back into build mode, delete tracks, delete that little extension. Oh, I've got to wait for the trains to finish using it. Right, I might have to wait for a few trains to pass through first. I've got 1.2 billion left. Right, what other trains are coming down here then? Let me fast forward. I don't think there's any. Right, trains near this need to clear. How much longer have I got to wait? There is no trains coming down here. Come on, game. Where's all the blue trains? There's another blue train doing the loop right now. How many more have I got to do the loop? Wait a moment for trains near this track to clear before deleting. I'm just going to keep clicking it until it deletes. Yay! We got there in the end. Right, pause. Right, build tracks. Quad. Right. We've got to avoid. Is that like super low or is it minus 15? What is the depth of that? Right, I've got a problem. I think it might be elevated, or at least normal. I don't know what the depth of this is. And now the game's froze again. Oh, this is a nightmare, boys. I'm having a right nightmare right now. Right, the game is froze again. I don't know what the depth of this is here. We need like indicators like above either side saying like minus, minus every like so many meters on track. Just so we like know what the current depth of it actually is. That's all we need right now. So minus 8 can't do it. Minus 10 can. Minus 5. What is this depth? I'm starting to think it's elevated. Right, plus 5. Oh my goodness me, it was, the whole time it was elevated. Right, let's totally build an elevated station right now through the runway. No, we're going to try and bring it down to a minus 5. Right, it's now a minus 5. And I'm going to bring it down to a minus 10. Right, there we go. That was painful. I can't express how painful that was. Right, without doing anything else, then we're going to go back to our plus 5. Okay. And then we are... Oh, I got to do some more stations. Of course I do. We're then going to incorporate a station here. We're then going to incorporate a station here. And then we are going to tear it through here to get down to there. So building tracks then. I've got to somehow... Now this is the problem with elevated. Is I've got to navigate buildings. I'm going to pay to delete those buildings, unfortunately. Sorry guys. I don't make the rules. Even though I do. I need to confiscate your building for my train network. I could have built underneath you guys, but I've decided to make you homeless. I've decided to make you homeless. Right. That connects in there very awkwardly. Well, it connects in. Nice, nice, nice. There to there. Glorious. And then just get you now connected into here. So I'm going to actually extend it just to here. And that's as far as I'm going to take it for now, because I'm really struggling at this point. Plus, I'm going to be losing money. So crossover, crossover. Let me just get them in. I've got to do the extra bit as well. I've got to do the... Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Crossover there. I've got to do the crossover there. And let me do the extra bit. I've got to do the extra bit on the other quad platform. Oh, no, I've already done that. Okay, glorious. That's okay. I'm not going to add the other one that extends to the right just yet. We're going to keep it as it is. But I will throw in, while it's on my mind, the connection there. And that's going to cost me 800 million, which, perfect. We'll get that built right now before I waste the rest of my money. Right. We're getting somewhere now, boys. We're getting somewhere now. So before I build the new line, we're going to extend the existing lines first. So we'll do that first. And then by the time I get the new line in, they've already got the ability to have those connections. So for me, it's the yellow line here. And the game is froze. Of course, why is it the game only freezes when I'm trying to do something, boys? Why is it only freeze when I'm trying to do something right now? Hurry up, game. Hurry up, please. Right, come on. Let's stop me old jibber jabber right now. I need to get this rocking and rolling. Oh, there we go. Right, yellow line, and we're going to edit right now. So we'll select both of them, and I need to zoom right. No, it's the right-hand side, isn't it? So it should, in theory, come down, but I don't think it will. But we'll select you. Now, I won't add any extra trains because of this extension. It's not really that much more. But it's a nice, beautiful extension just there. So that extends over there. We'll do the extension on the two lines here. So we'll start with the fire line. Sounds dangerous, doesn't it? Sounds super dangerous. To there. And then we've got to get to there. And then that's the fire line extension then done. Again, it's only one additional stop. I won't really kind of extend it anymore. And let me now do the blue line, and I can then get rid of the little... I might leave the little loop-de-loop in for a minute. But then do I need to? I don't really know. Right, both outers there. And then we stop here. So the reality is... Well, I confirm those changes. The three lines that extend to this new line, which I haven't really finished this new line, it will go all the way up and probably into the Bronx, has some crossover points, which is super important. It has two lines just there, a line just here, and it will run parallel with itself with another line that will eventually turn off to kind of go around the outer skirts. 1, 2, 3, 4 more lines here are gearing up, ready to cross over those two lines I'm going to bring up as well. So the connectivity is there. The connectivity is there. It's absolutely perfect. So we're only going to work with one line here. Now, I don't know which colour to go with, to be honest with you. I don't really know what to kind of pick. I might go for I might go yellow, but do a custom yellow where it's like It's like a yellowy with a hint of like green in it, if that's the best way I can pull it. Looks like P, right? The P line. Yeah, right, I've lost inspiration. I've literally lost inspiration right now. This is slightly getting out of hand. Right. Let's rock and roll. So the P line is just purely doing all the middle stops on the quad. That's all it is going to be doing. There we go. Awkward little turn there. But I had to do it above ground to save myself a few pennies. I had to do it. Unfortunately, I had to do it. Alright, keep it going. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. And then this is where it splits, but it still stays in the middle here anyway. The world's most awkward split. We don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it, okay? Right. Add you all in. Add you all in. Both of these in as well. Oi. Why isn't it adding these in? That was really weird. It wouldn't add those two in. And then just that one singular extension. Oh, the game is froze again. Right, can someone count the amount of times the game has frozen this episode alone? Who thought it was a good idea to build such an extensive network in New York City? I don't know whose idea this was right now, but they should be fired. Oh, just one more stop and then we can let the P line go. I just can't believe we've called it the P line. Right. Now, this is only variation one of this. It's got to be extended, but it kind of sets ourselves up pretty nicely right now. So it's a 30-minute line. We'll confirm those changes. And then trains, we'll add in... It won't need to be that many, but apparently it does. 12. 6. 4. And then the P line can now P. I don't know, boys. I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. So that will give us new, or pastures new, right? It'll give us pastures new. I'm hoping that will kind of now, just this little bit that we're now kind of accessing that we wasn't before, give us enough right now to kind of put us comfortably within the 50%. I don't think it will, though. I don't think this is 50% enough to get those numbers. But this is huge. This part of New York right now is now actually fully connected. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious, boys. Are we still going? We are still going. Yeah, oh, look at that, 50%. 50%, baby. Nice. So it'll take a while anyway before this new line has settled and we've found the demand. It will take some time. I'm in no rush to get it done. It will take some time. Got 50.3% right now. So technically, we are transporting more people than are driving and walking. Amazing. Amazing right now. That is exactly what we want to see. That's going to get close to 51% shortly anyway. Because a lot of these red circles are not fully done. Like, you can see where they want to go. A lot of this stuff is within our network. They just haven't gone there yet. We got to wait for the full day cycle to run through. So, demand stats, we're up to 51.1. Amazing. We're now comfortably in the 50%. Our P line will be the least used one, but will it be used more than the Sage line? I suppose that's something that we're going to have to find out next episode, boys. I suppose it actually is. But I think we'll end it here. This has actually been a really, really interesting kind of approach right now. I'm actually kind of excited to see where this could potentially go. But I'm also excited to find out if you guys would like me to start a UK-based network in one of the brand new UK maps. If so, let me know which one in the comment section down below. But until next time, I will see you all soon, because I'm now pretty much bankrupt. So goodbye.